And welcome back. Yeah, you guys knew I was gonna do the 4K stick Max Plus XL2, whatever. Let me know if you guys have tested this one yet. I'm actually pretty stoked about it. And there is another one that just came out, another Fire Stick that just came out. So I'm gonna do the difference on both of them, and I'm gonna break it down so that way you guys don't have to like second guess like what is the true difference between one and the other. It's probably gonna be like little tiny things, but we'll see. We're going to do the Max first. If you guys are brand new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Now, I got to say, before it used to be like I remember Next Level saying like it was like opening up a present when it came to some of this stuff. I feel like they're kind of like getting back into that a little bit. It's like all these little hidden compartments of like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, batteries. You know what I mean? Well, this one's not batteries, but power supply. And batteries. Batteries are hidden in here too. Amazon Basics. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. We're going to set it up. And we are going to look exactly what it is within the specs. What do you get? You know, everyone's always curious and they want to know, should I upgrade to the new 4K Max? So for me on paper, when I first see like, oh wait, this is 16 gigs of storage on a Fire Stick. How long have we been asking for that? A very long time. Very, very, very long time. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys here the remote. Gotta say it. I really wish they would let me change these buttons. The one thing I noticed is there's no Disney on here anymore. Let me see if I can get the thing here to... There you go. You got Prime Video, Netflix, DirecTV, and Peacock. I hate DirecTV. I don't want DirecTV. So why is it on the remote? That's dumb. This is last year's model, where this one had Disney and Hulu, where this one has DirecTV and Peacock. I know Disney and Hulu is owned by the same company. So for them to take those two and then put DirecTV and Peacock... I don't know. I'm not getting DirecTV because, as we all know, it costs an arm and a leg. And here we go. This is the new stick, and I'm going to compare it here to the old Fire Stick that just came out last year. So you can see this is the old one. It's a little bit bigger. The new one looks like it's like beveled a little bit and just a little smaller. So 16 gigs on the new one and then 8 gigs on the old one. Very interesting to see that. Of course, you're going to get your extender cable. You're going to get a little pamphlet here. Just a couple things here that you guys know you'll get. So let's go ahead and plug this guy in. And we're going to come here to my capture card device. And there it is. The remote is significantly bigger than the other one. And here we go. First steps always is going to say searching the remote. So I'm just barely even putting the batteries in here. Yeah, DirecTV just, I already get like a bad taste in my mouth when I'm just like, why are you going to do that? It's so dumb. And of course, I don't know why they always like to move the buttons around a little bit. DirecTV, ugh. So, okay, so I'm going to press the play button on the remote. I just pressed it once. There it is. I'm going to go English. And then all these steps just follow the on-screen instructions. It's going to say you need to update, download new software, log into the internet, whatever. Just follow the on-screen instructions. Make sure you log in with a correct username and password. And then we should be good to go. Now, the one thing I noticed is it says downloading, and then it says this message. It's like saying wrong internet. So I don't know what is going on. I hit the back button to try to select a different internet thing, and then it just starts downloading again. So it says scanning for networks, downloading again. So I'm kind of stuck in this weird little loop. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are getting anything like this, but sometimes with these Fire Sticks, it kind of does like just stupid stuff like this. So it says it's downloading and it says it's connecting, and then I want to choose a different network and it won't let me. So I don't even know how it chose the network, because I didn't even chose the network, and I have saved networks on the Fire Stick already from 2 different locations. So I'm just like, where are you picking? I don't even know. So I'm just kind of like trusting it right now. Okay, so once it's done doing its craziness, I don't even know which one I'm going to choose. That one, I guess. I don't know. Once it's done doing whatever it's doing, it did take a little bit back and forth, and I had to press back a couple times, but it finally went through. Yeah, it takes a minute for the initial download to go. So from here, it's going to say if you have a TV, you could choose whatever you want. I'm just going to go ahead and choose that one. Obviously I don't have any, like, I'm just plugged into my capture card, so it's kind of interesting that it's just like forcing me to do it. And then of course it says with your TV remote, it's gonna go up and down, so I'm just gonna hit yes, and it's gonna say successful, even though we're not really truly successfully set up. Man, that's an ugly background. So okay, so you're gonna get a couple things like this, like if you want a kid thing or whatever, I'm gonna say no thanks. Just make sure you're careful when you're going through this. I always say no thanks, no parental control, stuff like that. Got it. Just get me to the damn home screen already so we can start going. So here we go. Here is the new device. So the first thing I like to do is I like to come here to settings, and I want to look at it's going to be down here. It says display and sounds. So my face is covering it, but it's right there, display and sounds. And I like to go to display to see what it's reading up. So video resolution, and it's automatically picking up to 4K Ultra HD. And I do have 4K 60 hertz, 4K 50 hertz. I do have a 4K capture card, so this thing is picking up the 4K capture card, which is great. Cool. So the next thing I like to do is I'm going to just back out of here, and I want to look at the specs. I want to see exactly what type of specs we have. So let's go ahead and get downloader, and there you go. Just say the word, use your remote there. It says download. You already own it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, because I am going to try to download IDA 64, because it does give me all the specs, I have to come back down here to the settings. I got to go to my FireTV, and then I have to unlock developer options. So I need to go to I need to go to my FireTV Stick 4K Max and just click this like 7 times. It says you're a developer. So here we go. Back up once. Developer options is now there. Click on this. ADB debug and turn off. Install unknown apps. I'm going to click on this. There's nothing in there yet, so we should be good to go for now. And yeah, I'm just waiting for downloader to be downloaded, so that way we could start playing with it. All right, so here we go. So now that you got it downloaded, go ahead and open it up. If you get this pop-up, just hit allow. You always want to hit allow, hit OK. You don't want it to do anything if you deny something and then it messes everything up. So what I like to do is I like to go to browser, and I know people got short codes for all this stuff, but I'm just showing you guys, if you don't have the short codes, I'm showing you guys the easiest way to come up here. So you want to go all the way to the top. So as you can see, here's my cursor, come to the top, click on that browser, and this is going to come up. Now, I don't clear everything. I just delete everything until I get to the www dot, and then I go to google.com. Once you've typed that whole thing in, go ahead and hit go, and then it's going to take you to the Google search engine. Now from here, click on that little search bar and then type in IDA 64. Now I know my face is covering it here, so that's what we want to do. IDA 64. So you don't even have to hit space. You could just do IDA 64. Hit space and then put in APK. That way it gives you the direct downloads. And then once you're done typing that in, IDA 64 APK, hit next, and then it's going to start giving you the app. So here we go. IDA 64. Here's the official app right there from the IDA 64 website. So I'm going to go ahead and click this. And this is, it says it's most stable version. So I'm going to come down just a little bit. And then this right here, you're going to get a pop-up like this. So what you want to do is you want to come up, you want to hit that little X, and then come back to the left here, and then just scroll down a little bit, and then click on this guy right there. So you're probably going to get another ad, hit close, and then it's going to start downloading. So it gets a little bit tricky. It's like, here's a pop-up ad, X. Are you sure? Here's this other ad, close. So make sure you do click on that stuff. Now, once it's done, you want to hit, here we go. You're going to get a pop-up like this. You want to go to settings, install that, click this to on, hit the back button, and it kicked me out of downloader completely. So, when it does stuff like this, you want to come here to files, and it's already there. So I know some people are just like, oh my gosh, I got to download that all over again. Sometimes it does that, sometimes it doesn't. So that's how you want to do it. You want to click on that and then click install, give it a few seconds, and it's pretty quick. It's a super small file, 9 megs, pretty simple. I'm going to hit done here. I want to come here and click on this file, and I want to click on the remote, the hamburger button right there. I want to click on that, and I'm going to delete it because I don't need the file anymore. I have the app. I don't need it. So let's go ahead and back all the way out, and we're going to come here to your, this is where all your applications are at, the 3 boxes with the plus. So click on that, come all the way down, and there is IDA64. Now, what I love about IDA64 is it tells you everything about this device. It is advertised as 16 gigs worth of internal storage, and you're left with 10 gigs internal free space. So I do have a couple apps already installed here. It gives you 12, so it actually takes 4 gigs right out the bat, which is like, wow. If this was the Fire Stick, there goes half. The regular Fire Stick, the 8 gigs, there goes half of it, which we are familiar with. This one, 10 gigs is still plenty. You don't put too much on it, but that's pretty good. The board is named Carrot. Interesting. 2 gigs of RAM, pretty good. CPU, here we go. What are we getting with the CPU? This is a ARM Cortex 855, which is good. I wish it was like maybe an 857, but 855 is still really good. And it does look like it is a quad core, so pretty good. When it comes to display, it's look where it says screen resolution 3840 by 2160. It is pulling 4K from the capture card. Beautiful. Android. It looks like it's running Android 11. Great. And I forgot to look at the GPU. What are we running on the GPU? So GPU, it looks like it's going to be Imagination Technologies. It's Power VR Rogue. So yeah, pretty good stuff what these guys have. Now, the most important thing is codecs. What do we have? And the first thing I'm reading right here is Dolby, which is amazing. So you have Dolby AC3, AC4, EAC3, MP4A LATM, and you got OMX Google here. You got 4 different versions. So you got your decoder and encoder, which is great for audio 3GPP. That's pretty good. Looks like you got your ALLA, MLAW, MPEG, Opus, RAW, and Vorbis. So you have some killer stuff right here. Just looking at the Dolby here at the very, very top, we're not used to seeing this stuff. It normally is non-existent. So this is amazing that it has it. Now, when it comes to video, this is where it's going to blow you guys away. Look at all the Dolby ones that we have here. You do have the OMX, AV01, and AVC, which is great, but you also have DVHE, STN, STH, DVAV, SER, DVHE, DTR, and DVAV1, all in Dolby Vision. So when you guys are pulling up your codecs, when you're looking at, even for your third-party apps, when you're pulling some of these files, it's going to be pulling the best of the best stuff here. So I'm actually super excited about this. It does have H.263, 3GPP, HEVC, MPEG, MPEG-2, MP4V, VP8, VP9, and then here comes your Android ones, AV01, AVC, 3GPP, H.263, H.264, which is what you want. MP4 EVS decoder encoder. You got VP8s decoder encoder and VP9s decoder encoder. It's amazing. Like what this little Fire Stick has, it's smaller than last year's, which was super powerful, but this thing is amazing. I think with the gigahertz too, I think it was like a 2.4, which you're getting some extreme power here for this little Fire Stick. I want to say it might be even more powerful than last year's Cube that came out, or the most recent Cube that either was a year ago or 2 years ago. It's pretty powerful, guys. I think the only difference is the other one has 3 gigs of RAM, when this one has 2 gigs of RAM. But as far as everything else goes with codecs, this thing is going to run just as smooth, and you're probably not going to tell a difference between the Cube and this guy right here. This guy is just, it's something that we've been waiting for a long time. So there you go. There is the stick. I'm going to have a series of this guy because I know a lot of people are going to be very interested. This is how you could fully set up your stuff and be fully ready to go when it comes to setting up your Fire Stick. This thing is amazing. I'm blown away with what they're finally doing, what we've been finally asking for. It's finally here. The most powerful Fire Stick is finally here. So hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have played with this one, again, I cannot say enough good stuff about it. And yeah, you guys take care of each other. See you guys in the next one.